whether it's in greed or whether it's in love. Whatever Suraj, the character, likes, he looks at that thing and says कि मैंने इस पे अपना नाम लिख दिया है. Means कि now this is mine. No matter what, I will get it.
भागता नहीं भगाता हूँ.
मैं भागता नहीं, मैं भगाता हूँ. मगर वो तो है. वो तो generally भी मैं करता हूँ. Even if you have the most gorgeous woman in your arms, and even if you're a happy man, with that much little wealth that you have, but times are such that, oh my God, that guy has so much more than me. What I have with me, is it enough? So that question mark has changed people around.
Money plays a brilliant role in the greed, because when you have money, you have power, you can get everything. That's what he believes, the Shortcut Romeo believes, and he believes in those shortcuts.
Even Jiah Khan's thing, the way it is happening.
I met her actually 3 weeks ago, and it was, she was happy. Yes, 3 weeks ago.
How do you react to something like that?
It's really upsetting. But I don't only blame it on work. Hi guys, this is Nitin, Mukesh.
And this is Puja Gupta.
And you're watching us on BollywoodHungama.com with the one and only Faridoon.
Some pretty interesting dialogues that you're having. Typical filmy जो dialogues इस तरीके से होते हैं that जब पैसे की बात आती है तो सबका धर्म एक ही होता है. खराब आदमी के साथ गेम खेलोगे तो इतना याद रखो कि उसमें कोई rules नहीं होते. But like, pretty interesting dialogues. There are quite a few more in fact. In fact, filmy dialogues as well. तुमसे मिलके मैंने जाना, मुझे सिंड्रेला से प्यार हो गया. मतलब all sorts of, I think, dialogue बाजी happening over there.
There's one dialogue that is his key bit. Whether it's in greed or whether it's in love. Whatever Suraj, the character, likes, he looks at that thing and says कि मैंने इस पे अपना नाम लिख दिया है. Means कि now this is mine. No matter what, I will get it. And even that's there in the film actually.
भागता नहीं भगाता हूँ.
मैं भागता नहीं, मैं भगाता हूँ. मगर वो तो है. वो तो generally भी मैं करता हूँ. मैं भागता नहीं, मैं भगाता हूँ.
क्या बात है, क्या बात. You're enjoying this entire dialogue body bit of it because it's a South remake somewhere, and I think the masala, because I was speaking to Mr. Ganesh actually. I'm unable to take his first name Susi because I told him it's too sexy actually. Somewhere if you're taking Susi, it's like other connotations, 70s, 80s cabaret dancer, something like that. But somewhere he says that it's not primarily like a typical South commercial film. Even people who like art films, they will appreciate that.
Honestly, that though it's penned as the remake of his super hit film Tir to Pile, it's not at all a remake, Faridoon. It's so different from the original film that you can't say it's a remake. From scene 1 to scene end, it's a different film altogether.
You play the love interest apparently who does a bit of a turnaround for him in terms of maybe from whatever we gather in the promos that he has a mind change and he wants to become a good person or something like that, and you're held as a bait, I believe, by Amesha Patel somewhere.
Yes, well, I'm not going to give the whole film away, which but I
think Faridoon wants the screenplay of the film.
I'm just saying from the promo that we gather so far.
Yes, I think you summed it up everything beautifully. So I'm glad that if you really talk about Neil's character in the film, like what he is now, that's like totally opposite of what he plays as the character. For me, like I'm still learning acting and I'm watching films now, and and what I see Neil is in the film, the way he appeals to the masses, that normal guy, and the way you feel that when this guy loves this girl and how his life revolves around this girl and how he changes. I think that's the beautiful journey that people are going to connect with. And as an actor, I think Neil has done a brilliant job in it, which is...
What's your favorite Neil and Mukesh film?
I loved him in Johnny Gaddar and New York. I think New York, he looks the most, like the sweetest man that I would want to be with.
What about David? Someone was telling me David he's amazing.
Well, you asked mine. I told you mine. Mine was Johnny Gaddar.
You've seen the David?
Yes, of course I've seen it.
Yeah?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This line that comes in the movie that a desire for someone's wealth and a wife exists even now. So what are your views, both of you, on this? Desire for someone's wealth and a wife exists even now.
I think in today's time, nobody is satisfied and happy or content with what they have.
That's Kali Yuga.
There's always so much of a greed to want more. So even if you have the most gorgeous woman in your arms, and even if you're a happy man, with that much little wealth that you have, and God's been kind to you, but times are such that, oh my God, that guy has so much more than me. You know, what I have with me, is it enough? So that question mark has changed people around, and that's why it's becoming such a messy world. Yeah.
What's your opinion on this? Desire for someone's wealth and wives exists even now?
In the context of कि आज भी किसी गैर मर्द की बीवी पे और उसकी दौलत पे तुम सबकी नजर है. In the sense, like what I said, कि today's generation is
it's the same
ambitious
thing. The people
and
are
not
just never
content.
happy with what they have, and they always would want more, and that's where the greed comes, and that's where money plays a brilliant role in the greed, because when you have money, you have power, you can get everything. And that's what I think in this film that they try to show the same thing, that when if you have money, you have the power, you have anything in the world. That's what he believes, the Shortcut Romeo believes, and he believes in those shortcuts.
But that's what the youth today is,
Exactly.
Faridoon is so ambitious, so materialistic. Recently, I mean, why do we keep hearing cases like of the recent IPL, the blackmailing, this, that, etc.
Even Jiah Khan's thing, the way it has happened.
I met her actually 3 weeks ago, and it was, she was happy. Yes, 3 weeks ago.
How do you react to something like that?
It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. It's. But I don't only blame it on work.
Expectations and
there's something
ambitiousness and
much more
cutthroat.
No, there's something much more to it. Definitely. Because you have to have a balance somewhere,
It also
your family, your personal life, your work, etc. There's so many contributions to being happy,
It depends on what kind of person you are. You have to be a strong person in order to deal with in an industry like ours. Like I stay alone, So for me, I understand, and I didn't know actually her mother stays with her. I didn't know that. I found that out yesterday. So I was actually shocked that if her mother was living with her sister was living with her, to bringing to this circumstance where you actually end your life, it's not easy, like there's something, she must have gone through something really bad in her mind, or I don't think it's the work, because she's done beautifully. She's done better than the girls who don't even get a chance to act in the film.
Very correctly said.